Cleopterix, she's free, but should you care? I'm thinking she's underrated. Let's break it down today in this video. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here, and we are talking Cleopterix today. She is a Skinwalker champion that we're all going to get eventually. And I don't know if you know this, but I love the Skinwalkers faction. It's my favorite faction, so anytime we can add a cool new Skinwalker, I am down for it. And Plarium does not like to do this, so the fact that we got a new Skinwalker, her and Leo in the last year, that's a huge bonus. And I think Hoffery's three new champions in this faction. Oh, I guess Tunisia would make 4, but a couple Void Legos is not really. I guess we got Scabrius as well. So, I mean, we are getting a couple new champions, but, like, man, there's a new fusion coming out. I don't see any Skinwalkers there, no new rares. It's just like, why? Why? Put more champions here, Plarium. Come on. Anyway, Cleo is a really cool champion, okay? And I just want to say, first and foremost, that if you need a damage dealer, like you don't have any good damage dealers, you probably have at least somebody by the time you get to her, but if you don't, then I think she is serviceable as a damage dealer. If you have not beaten Skinwalker's Faction Wars when you get her, I think she's a great champion. But we are also going to take a look at her in the faction specifically, but we're going to think about her in some other areas as well. Okay, her A1 can place a weaken, and the chance goes up if they have a hex, which she has in her kit. Places a perfect veil if it kills an enemy under a hex debuff, which could actually happen. I don't recommend you booking her unless you're super invested in her, but I think that she's a solid, like, that's a solid skill. She's a solid champion. Increased crit rate, AoE, and then places block active skills under targets under hex. So, unfortunately, like, if that last part there, the hex part wasn't there, she would be a much better champion. Actually, very similar to the fusion that's coming out, Corrado. She also has increased accuracy on herself, then AoE Hex, and then has a 100% chance of placing Fear for 1 turn instead on enemies under Hex. So she actually pairs well with champions that place Hex. So if you already have somebody that places Hex, you can not book her. But I just, like, I can't really recommend booking her unless you're going to use her a lot on your account. I love this counterattack skill. I think that it's amazing. I think that we need to find ways to help her to gain life back, to help her to be able to survive and then counterattack more. I think that this is a great ability. Honestly, it makes me wonder about her in Clan Boss, but, like, weaken on the A1, attacks one enemy. Like, she doesn't really have the kit to be a Clan Boss champion. But, like, this passive makes me want to use her there. So, she would not be great there. Let me just say, she would not be great there. So, let's go ahead and take a look at my build, and then we're going to do a couple different things here, okay? So, yeah, let's go to recently used, Cleo. I'm going to add a couple masteries here. I think I only got enough for 1, and I want to take this one. Heals this champion by 10% of their max HP for the first time an enemy is killed each round. And then if I get the rest of her masteries, I would probably get accuracy here. I would probably come down to War Master or Flawless Execution. I would definitely be excited about getting Life Drinker on her. And, you know, some other accuracy masteries would be fine. Sniper would be great on her. Especially if you're not going to book her, you can add another 5% there. That would be nice, but that's the masteries I'm running right now. No books. And here's the gear. I wanted to put her in Relentless because she already is getting this counterattack, so it's going to make her seem like she's getting an awful lot of turns. Nothing crazy on the damage here. I feel like this is pretty typical of a mid-game or late game gear possibilities, 4K attack, 100, 200, and, you know, some accuracy to land her debuffs. Nothing crazy here, guys, okay? I mean, I have her in Relentless. If you can't do Relentless, just get the same stats in another set, okay? But we have attack on the ring, crit damage on the amulet, and accuracy on the banner. So the very first thing I want to do is I want to look at my best time here on stage 20 is 1:28. Okay, so I don't know what team that was going to be in, but what I really want to check is if I just add her to the team, is that going to increase my, or I mean, is it going to decrease my time, increase my time, stay the same, or and also I want to compare her damage to these other champions in this team. Okay, you don't necessarily have to have all these champions. There are plenty of epics that are good. I have Hoffreys, Rain Beast, Steel Skull, etc. But I also have Taurus. Like, both of these Taurus are actually built and unascended on purpose. But that's a story for another day. So you can just use whoever you have. For me, I want to use her in the team that I'm using. Actually, I was thinking about building a Basher just for this team. I'm going to make a note of that because one of my goals, optimize faction war teams and Basher. Okay, so now that I've beaten the factions and I got my Lydia, I want to optimize those teams for their fastest time. And so if that's something you'd be interested in seeing content on, let me know in the comments below. The fact that there's no decreased defense champion is kind of crap in this faction, but you can see her getting a couple extra turns there, but she's not really great on this wave because she's Spirit and they are blue. So she's not going to be doing her most damage potential here. If we could add like a little bit more damage, then I think that we would have cleared this in about 10 seconds or 15 instead of the 39. Now let's see what happens on wave 2 here. Leo coming in, doing his baddie self. And Cleo, 8K on the A1. Leo's doing about a little bit more, 10K. I actually thought about bringing Hoffreys in this team in case that she would die. If you're hearing some noise in the background, I have people working at my house today, so just be a little patient. Give me a little grace here. All right, let's see what happens on wave 3. She's doing very similar damage to Leo while he's at full health, and I find that fascinating. Now, obviously, Leo has a lot of damage potential because he has, you know, he's going to do more damage as his health goes down, as we see Cleo go down there as well. But I think we could make her a little bit more survivable, but then we would lose some attack. I wish we had hit that block buffs on Aothar. Now, I'm going to have to test this because this is coming in on 2 minutes, so at the moment it's looking not as fast. But let's take a look at the damage here. So, if I move this way, you can see Leo did 750. And then she was right on par with Norog and Fane. Now, Norog has War Master, and so does Fane, so Cleo does not have any masteries, you know, the damage-dealing ones. And Longbeard only did a little bit, but Longbeard's damage is coming in based on the fact of, you know, seeing other people do damage. Interesting. I don't know what my average clear time is, but obviously my best time here was like super optimal. I must have cleared that first wave really quickly. Alright, so if you were going to use her in Arena, which would be another option, what team setup would you be using? What team do I want to fight here? Let's just try a damage test here. Let's go and do, if you haven't seen that video, check that out later today. Or earlier today, rather. Go ahead and do Arbiter and Vizix. Make sure Vizix has all of her gear. I think so. Maybe a little bit slow. I guess we could do Kymar there. Let's do Kymar there, because I know that he's speed-tuned right now. And let's see. We'll do Saracen there, and then Cleo. Okay, so the goal here is just to do a damage test, so I might back out. We'll see if this kills her. Okay, so we got the increase attack. Let's strip the shield. Let's decrease the defense. And then I would guess that you would want her to do this ability first. Although, I mean, I guess, I wonder which one has the better multipliers. They're pretty close. Her multipliers are not crazy. Okay, 32k is fine there. Like, normally Arbiter is going to be one of your more tanky champions. Let's see if we can get another turn here. Let's just boost the turn meter there. Yep, let's reset the decreased defense. Okay, perfect. Now, let's do her A3 instead. So they're both hitting for about 35k. Okay, about 35k. Let's go ahead and check it against, like, another team. Let's try this and see how much damage. Like, are we going to kill the... Oh, we're not first. Interesting. That's a little surprising. Okay, let's back out here. Oh, so you see she's getting the counter attack there. I mean, that's not going to help us win the fight. Okay. So let's try... I mean, Duchess might be a good test. Well, let's do this one, because we'll have Mage as a positive affinity, 2 negative affinities, and Seer. Let's go ahead and try this one. We'll try the other one as well. Why not? Okay, so here we go. Same thing. Resisted. What, bro? Okay, so we should, if you're gonna use her in Arena, this should be killing Mage. Not even remotely close. It killed Seeker, and it dealt a healthy amount of damage to the Seer and Seeker. Okay, I love the counterattack there, but the counterattack is really not killing anyone. What about this one? That is just not enough damage for you to use her as your main arena nuker. It's just not. Like, you would have to be using her as, like, a secondary damage dealer or, like, a support, something like that. Like, 38k, I mean, that's not bad. But, like, again, we're weak hitting against all of the magic affinity champions, which is kind of crap. You know, like, having a spirit champion, not the best idea in the world. But I do like Magnar. I use him a lot as a nuker. So it can definitely work, but you definitely have to be careful here. Can we finish her off? No, we're stunned. That's a shame. Now we're reviving again. Alright, well, we're going to fight our way through this real quick. And then we'll try against one more team. And I don't know, maybe we should be placing the Hex first. I mean, Kymar. Is this a Kymar showcase video? Second one this week? No, it is not. Okay, we can just hit auto here. What's she gonna do? Okay, I mean, she's doing decent damage, but, like, not enough to be your actual damage dealer. So, I don't think we could beat a team with a Duchess in it. I don't think. It's going to be too tanky. We just simply will not have enough damage. Okay, so, overall, do I think she's underrated? A little bit, yes. Simply because I think she could be really great for your faction war team. I do. I think she could be great here for your faction war team. Is she the best champion ever? No, definitely not. Am I a little underwhelmed? Yes. Like, I just wish her multipliers were a little bit better. If her multipliers were a little bit better, I'd be super encouraging on this. But I don't have regrets. I'm going to use her in my faction war team. Probably going to build a Basher as well. And then replace either Longbeard or Fane in there and put Basher in. I think that would be helpful. So let me know what you think. What is your opinion of Cleo? Do you have her built? Do you like that you built her? Do you regret that? Should I put masteries on her? Give me your opinions about Cleo in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you turn on the notification bell for my subscribers. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.